everybody, welcome back to the channel of Jimmy is Promo. Today we'll be doing the charge test of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus from 0 to 100% with the brand new 45 watt charger. Now there is a couple things we have to get out of the way, which is expectations and reality of what's really happening when you charge the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and also talk about a couple facts that no other YouTuber is talking about, and Samsung barely talked about it as well. So first off, let me kind of distinguish what's happening between the Galaxy Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus when it comes down to the max wattage it's able to take. So when the Galaxy Note 10 is able to charge, if you have the regular Galaxy Note 10, you're able to go at 12 watts wireless charging max, but 25 watts max when it comes down to charging with the plug. So the plug that you get inside of the Galaxy Note 10, which gives you 25 watts, that is the max input you're able to put into the Galaxy Note 10. But if you have the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, then you are able to put in the 45 watt charging brick, and it's also able to take 15 watts wirelessly. So when it comes down to wireless charge and plugged in, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is able to go faster than the Note 10. So if you have the Note 10 and you are thinking of getting the 45 watt charger, don't buy it. It's not going to work. It's just going to charge basically at the max out or input it's able to do anyways, which is 25 watts. So Note 10, please don't buy the 45 watt charger from Samsung. Now let's talk about the reality of what's really happening. So the findings I found with charging the Galaxy Note 10 Plus with the 25 watt charger is this. It will charge and take an input of 23 watts when you're at the percentage of 0 to 60%. Then it'll drop down to 17 watts right around 65 to 80%. And then when you're between 90 and 95%, it's only going to be intaking 10 watts. And then between 95 to 100%, it's going to slow down all the way down to 2 and 3 watts. So even though you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm going to get 45 watts through this whole thing, it's going to knock it down to a 40-minute charge, 45-minute charge, that's not what's happening. The battery safety inside of these Samsung phones is that it's going to go really fast at the very beginning, and then it's going to slow down, and it's going to basically preserve your battery for as long as it can, because you will probably hold it for maybe 2 or 3 years. Oh, and there is one thing I do want to add with this, and I am excited to see this in the future, and hopefully I'm right. I believe that through a software update, Samsung could probably change how much wattage is going into the phone at different percentage points. So if right now it seems to be a little slow as it gets higher and higher in the percentage, my hope is that Samsung can push off an update for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus that can take in just a little bit more charge. We have the hardware, now let's see if the software can maybe change in the future. So really what's going to happen is if you're expecting this thing to go super crazy fast, and if you've already seen other videos of YouTubers testing it and you notice it only saves 10 minutes, that's because you're really saving 10 minutes at the beginning of the test. So in today's video, I have basically this little adapter, this piece of equipment letting me know how much voltage and wattage and everything is going inside the phone, just so I can see where it's going to drop with this test. You're going to see it with me. I'm going to stop it at these 6 points, which is 3 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute, and I'll put on the screen what the 25 watt charger test showed and then what this one sees, so then this way you can see a direct comparison of the two. But I've spoke long enough, let's go into this test. So again, just remember, it won't be 45 watts the whole time. It's going to actually slow down as you keep on going, and if it saves you 10 or 15 minutes, it saves you 10 or 15 minutes, and that just means that you're somebody who needs a fast charge at the very beginning. All right, now let's go into the test. So to keep everything constant with the last test, so we can do a direct comparison versus the 25 watt charging, the phone is completely dead over here. Again, this is the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and what we will be doing is also having it charge when the phone is turned off for the first 30 minutes. And so right now, what we're able to see is the wattage going into the phone with the phone turned off and it's completely dead is at 30 watts, right around 31 is going into the phone. So here we are 3 minutes into the test and we're sitting at 10%. So right after 3 minutes, you can easily see, 10 or 11%. With the 25 watt charging that we did from before, after 3 minutes, we're sitting at 8%. I believe in the video, I was right after 3 minutes. So we're pretty much the exact same. You can see how it's going just a little bit faster. I wrote down that we are sitting at 31 watts, which we're still sitting at 31 watts going into the phone. So now we're just gonna see you guys here back at 10 minutes. Here we are at the 10-minute mark, and we are sitting at 30%. And so versus the last test with the 25 watt charger, after 10 minutes, we were sitting at 24%. So this one is about 6% larger. We're still charging at 29 watts going into the phone, which at the last test was still pulling in around 23 watts. Here we are at the 20-minute mark, and we are sitting at 53%, which is just fantastic. That means you're able to get a half of a charge in 20 minutes. So with the 25 watt charging brick, we're able to get up to 45%. So this one is sitting at 8% higher after 20 minutes. Now here's the other thing. For a little while, it was pulling in right around 28 watts at the percentage points of 31%. So now you can see that we are going back down to the normal charging percentage, or the charging watt of a 25 watt charger, which is 23 watts. So this basically lets us know that when you go from 0 to 50%, it'll be faster than the 25 watt charging brick. Then after 50%, which you can see right here, you're gonna go down to what the normal 25 watt charger does. Okay, so we are at the 30-minute mark, and we're sitting at 74%. Now versus the 25 watt charging, after 30 minutes, we're sitting at 66. So we are able to go just a little bit higher than that one, just because we were already ahead previously with the 0 to 50% charge. Actually, it was 0 to 30%. We were sitting at 31 watts. 31 to 50%, we're charging at 28 watts. And then we went down to 23 right after we hit 50%. So here we are sitting about 19 watts going into the phone. And that is pretty much what we were from beforehand. So with the 25 watt charging, we're doing 17 watts between 65 to 80. So we're about 2 watts higher than a 25 watt charger. Now that the phone is turned on, you can see that the watts went down just a little bit. So it went down 2 watts just after turning it on. So you can notice that even if your phone is turned off, it'll go a little bit quicker. So now we're reaching the exact same speed as a 25 watt charger. So here we are at 90%, and it took 42 minutes. Now on the 25 watt charging brick, it took 49 minutes to get up to 90%. So here we go, guys. We just hit 100% fully charged, and it took 59 minutes, which is saving 3 minutes from the 25 watt charger. So I was able to do it with the 25 watt charger in 62 minutes. So it's a little disappointing to see how slow it goes at the very end, of charging. But again, it's something to kind of, I guess, be a safety precaution for your battery. So there we have it. It was 59 minutes for a full charge. So basically you're looking at, it takes a full hour to charge it from 0 to 100% on pretty much no matter which charger you have, the 25 watt or the 45 watt. But you will see the major differences at the very beginning, specifically right around 20 minutes. And so you can see after 20 minutes, 25 watt charger was sitting at 45%. This one was sitting at 53. And then after 30 minutes, 25 watt was sitting at 66, with this one sitting at 76%. So for the first, portion of charging your phone between 0 to 30 minutes is where you'll see pretty much the big upgrade of the 45 watt charger. So that finishes it off for this video. I hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit on subscribe. You can subscribe right over here at the very bottom left-hand side. Share this video with your friends and family and social media sites. And other than that, I'll see you guys later.